Moving to Canada is exciting. New country, new opportunities, new life. But for many newcomers, one thing becomes confusing very quickly: taxes. Suddenly you hear words like CRA, GST credit, SIN number, tax return, benefits, residency status. And honestly, most newcomers have no idea where to start. Some people even think, I just arrived in Canada, so taxes don't apply to me yet. But that's not always true. In fact, many newcomers are actually missing government benefits simply because they don't understand how the CRA works. So in this video, we'll explain. What is the CRA? Why filing taxes is important for newcomers. What is social insurance number and why it matters? How Canada's tax system works. How to receive government benefits. And the biggest mistakes newcomers should avoid. What is the CRA? The CRA stands for the Canada Revenue Agency. This is the government agency responsible for collecting taxes, managing tax returns, and sending government benefits and credits. So when people talk about taxes in Canada, they are usually talking about the CRA. Now here's something important many newcomers don't realize. The CRA considers you a newcomer to Canada for your first year as a resident for tax purposes. And during that first year, you may already qualify for benefits and government payments, even before filing your first tax return. And this surprises many people. Residency status versus immigration status. Now this is where many newcomers get confused. There are two important things: your immigration status, your residency status for taxes. These are not the same thing. Your immigration status tells Canada whether you can live, study, or work here. For example, permanent resident, work permit holder, study permit holder, protected person, or refugee. But your residency status determines your tax obligations. The CRA looks at whether Canada has become your main home. For example, do you live here? Do you have a home here? Does your family live here? Do you work or study here? If yes, you may already be considered a resident for tax purposes. And for many newcomers, this starts the first day they begin living in Canada. This is important because residents for tax purposes may qualify for benefits and may need to file taxes. Why filing taxes is important for newcomers. Now let's talk about why taxes are so important for newcomers. Many people think taxes are only about paying money to the government. But in Canada, filing taxes is also how you receive money. And this is one of the biggest misunderstandings newcomers have. The CRA uses your tax return to calculate benefits, credits, refunds, and support payments. So even if you earned little income, or no income at all, filing taxes can still be extremely important. SIN number and why it matters. Now let's talk about the SIN number. SIN stands for Social Insurance Number. This is a 9-digit number that is extremely important in Canada. You need it to apply work in Canada, receive government benefits, file taxes, and open many bank accounts. And here's something very important. Protect your SIN carefully. Never share it with random callers, suspicious emails, or fake websites. If your SIN gets stolen, it can create identity theft problems and issues with taxes or benefits. CRA may sometimes issue a temporary tax number called a TTN. How Canada's tax system works. Now let's simplify how taxes work in Canada. The Canadian tax year runs from January 1st to December 31st. Most people must file taxes by April 30th the following year. When you work in Canada, your employer usually deducts taxes automatically from your paycheck. So many people already pay taxes during the year without realizing it. At the beginning of the next year, your employer gives you tax slips like T4s, T5s, or other income slips. These documents show how much income you earned and how much tax was already deducted. You use these slips to complete your tax return. Then the CRA checks everything and decides whether you owe taxes or whether the government owes you money as a refund. And many newcomers are surprised when they receive refunds for the first time. How to receive government benefits. Let's talk about some important benefits. GST/HST credit. This is tax-free money paid every few months to help with the cost of taxes paid on products and services. Eligible individuals can receive hundreds of dollars every year. Families can receive even more. Canada Child Benefit, CCB. This is monthly tax-free money for families with children under 18. Some families receive thousands of dollars per child every year, and many newcomers qualify for this benefit. There are also provincial and territorial payments depending on where you live. And later, after filing taxes, some newcomers may also qualify for the Canada Workers Benefit, tax refunds, disability-related benefits, and other support programs. But here's the important part. If you never file taxes or apply properly, the CRA may not know you qualify, which means you may lose money you are legally entitled to receive. Biggest mistakes newcomers should avoid. Many people think, I didn't earn much money, so I don't need to file taxes. Wrong. Even with zero income, filing taxes can still help you receive benefits, because the CRA uses your tax return to calculate government payments. So no tax return can sometimes mean no benefits. Students should also file taxes, even international students. Why? Because they may qualify for refunds, tuition credits, or future tax savings. And these credits can become very valuable later when working full-time in Canada. Protect yourself from CRA scams. Now let's talk about something very important for newcomers. Scammers often pretend to be the CRA and try scaring people. They may say, "You owe taxes immediately. You will be arrested. Click this link now." The real CRA does not threaten people like this. If you are unsure, always verify information through your CRA account or contact the CRA directly. How family tax recovery helps. Moving to a new country is already stressful, and taxes can feel overwhelming at first. But understanding the CRA early can make life in Canada much easier. Family tax recovery makes taxes easier for everyone. No matter how far behind you are, you can start today. Filing your taxes can unlock refunds from the last 10 years, benefits that should have started long ago, credits and support programs you qualify for, money the CRA may already owe you, and family tax recovery specializes in helping you, even if you haven't filed in a long time. If you'd like to learn more, you can sign up using the link in the description below. Optional disclaimer. This video is for informational purposes only and does not constitute tax, legal, or financial advice. Always consult with a qualified professional or the CRA for your specific situation.